Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to study about linear regression. Okay, so I have a data set that I will share in the description along with me, and on that data set, we are going to perform these steps. Okay, we will study about linear regression, in which this will be a step-by-step process, including import libraries, load your data set, understand the data, define X and Y, visualize, split the data, train the model, understand the model, make predictions, evaluate the performance, and then comparing actual versus the predicted output. Okay, import find as pd, import matplotlib as plt, p1 as sns, from sklearn dot linear model, import linear regression. Okay, now you will run this, load the dataset. Let's make it a comment. We will go to the files, go to the upload. Advertising is the data that we will be working on. Copy the path, data is equals to pd dot read csv, and paste the path and close this one in double quotes, closing the bracket as well. Run it. Okay, to understand what kind of data it is, we will have to run few simple codes that will be like data dot head. Let's see what we will get from this one. We will get to understand the top 5 data and TV, radio, newspaper, and then in respect of these marketing strategies, what is the sales? So this is the entire data of the advertisement CSV. Okay, understanding the data. Okay, so understanding means info of the data and description of the data. Okay, so the code here will be print data that we defined up earlier, info, closing the brackets. Next one will be print data dot describe, closing the bracket. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, like this, and then run it. Total 4 columns are there, 200 entries are there, 0 to 199. This is the information. Data type is float. Okay, memory is 6.4 KB. All right. मीन हो गया, मीन इतना है, स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन इतना है, मिनिमम इतना है, 25%, 15%, मैक्स दिस इज ओके. 1 second. Yeah, so this was the understanding of our data. Now the next step will be define x and y. Why do we define these two? To understand the direction of our work. Okay, कि किस चीज के रेस्पेक्ट में, लाइक with respect to the advertisement, what sales is being achieved. So one will be the x and other will be the y. Okay, so what will the x, if we say that we are putting marketing or advertisement into the x section, so it will be TV, radio, and newspaper. All these three will be the x factor, and the y will be sales. So there will be a graph between the advertisement and the sales. All right, the data that we have already defined, square brackets. 1 second. Square brackets, TV, radio, newspaper. We will add these into brackets as well. Sorry, yeah, like this. And then we can say that we can see that there are two square brackets in the beginning, so two will be in the end. We will define y as well. Y equal to data, and simply it will be sales. Okay. Now we will also compare, like TV is in capital, yes it is capital. Radio R is in capital, it is capital. Newspaper, all right. Sales is sales. We have defined it. Okay. Next step will be visualizing. Plt dot scatter data TV data sales, closing the bracket. Ah, dot, yeah, closing the bracket. Plt dot x label TV spend plt dot y label. Oh, one second, my label spelling is also wrong. 1 2 3, yeah, label. Otherwise it would have shown us an error. Sales. What will the title of the plot of the visualization? It will be TV versus sales. This was on TV, this was on sales. So we can see that there is positive correlation here. The much we are going to advertise this on TV, more will be the sales. Okay. We will check the same for radio and newspaper as well. All right. Let's copy this code. Instead of TV, we are going to write radio. Radio, and here as well, radio. We will run it. Isn't as defined as the TV one, because the result here is not like this crisp. So the radio option we might consider in future for eliminating and put more money in the TV. Okay. Now let's try the same for the newspaper as well. Copy the code. Here it is newspaper. Newspaper or newspapers? Newspaper only. All right. Newspaper spent. Here will be newspaper versus TV versus sales, and we are gonna run it. This isn't a negative because see, in this one the flow is into this direction, in the right direction. In this one is also the flow is little bit into the right direction, but in this one the flow is in the left direction. So newspaper spend is something that we can positively consider to eliminate from our spending list. Okay. We are gonna import from sklearn dot model selection import train test split. This gap is something to be removed. Okay. And x train comma x test y train comma y test is equal to train test split xy test, and this is the random state that we have selected. All right, we are going to import this one. Next will be train the model. Train the model. Model will be linear regression bracket close. This will make the prediction will be another part. Okay, this is a x train and a y train. So let's run it and I will tell you what will be the error here. Y train is not defined because this one is small and we have defined a capital Y. Okay, so we will have to change this one. Now we run it. Here it is. Okay, we will understand this model. Okay, yeah. Print intercept model dot intercept print coefficient. One second, yeah, this new be capital coefficient and model coefficient. Okay, let's remove the space. Okay, and run it. This is our intercept for this model, and this is our coefficient. 1, 2, 3 are the coefficients. Okay, make prediction. Y red equals to, let's copy paste now, the one we got earlier. Yeah, this one. Just rerun it. Okay, then we evaluate the performance. From sklearn dot matrix import mean squared error r2 underscore. Okay, and then will be print mean square error means MSE. So yes, let's do it. To score y test y red. Run it. Mean square error will be this and r square will be this. Okay, एक्चुअल जो वाई टेस्ट जो हमने सजेस्ट किया था उसकी वैल्यू ये है और प्रेडिक्टेड की ये है. So Olm's equivalent, these details are